Hey, good afternoon everyone. This is Ned over at My Philippine Dreams, N to the E to the D over at MPD. And that's Angel. Say hi, Angel. Hi, Angel. Coming at you from Dumaguete City, a rather soggy and saturated Dumaguete City, may I add. If you're in the Philippines or you've been following the weather patterns recently, you'll know that we just got out of a really long stretch of pretty nasty rain. It basically lasted a week. What basically happened is you had a low pressure area to the west around Palawan that was stalled out, and you had tropical storm Paolo going up to the east. So basically Dumaguete, Negros was sandwiched in between these two bad weather patterns. And for once, Dumaguete actually got the worst of the storm. There was actually satellite imagery that they were putting up showing the most affected areas, and the two worst affected areas were areas on Negros and southern Mindanao. The flooding came to a head basically on Wednesday night, and it caught a lot of people by surprise. Also on Wednesday night was Peter and Ning's anniversary, so happy anniversary to both of you, and I'm glad you made it home safe. And all this weather has caused a lot of problems with me wanting to get out and take photographs and take drone video and all that. So unfortunately my art has been suffering, but we'll try to get around that because hopefully this is going to be bouncing out tomorrow or Tuesday at some point. Luckily, despite all the flooding and all the craziness, and you guys saw the photos if you're on my Facebook page and stuff, there was no loss of life up to this point. And actually I went out this morning and I took Vanguard 1 out, and we went to the back up by Palim Panon in Valencia, which is the worst affected areas. And even though there's a lot of property damage, it was nice to know that actually nobody was hurt. Okay, so that's the rain. It's been basically going on for a week now. We also had a big festival in Dumaguete. We had the yearly Baglusan festival, which now I refer to as the Bagyosan. Bagyosan, get it? No? Okay. All right, now if you've ever wondered what happens when you take your channel or your website down in terms of AdSense, you guys know back in July, I took my website down for about a month and I took my YouTube channel down for a month. It took a little while for my YouTube channel to come back to where it was in terms of views and AdSense and all that, but now, right now, it's back to where it was. Now, on my website, it's a whole different story. I guess Google AdSense on websites operates differently from YouTube because that's taken a hit. I've lost about 60% to 70% of the revenue that I used to make on the AdSense on that. So that kind of stinks. But I'm still contributing to it, trying to create good content for it. So hopefully it'll come back at some point. Now, I've also decided to get a helper. What I'm going to refer to as a personal assistant. It's only going to be a part-time position. I was actually talking to the individual today, and she agreed to it. Somebody that I've known for quite a while. I think they're trustworthy, and it's a good opportunity for all involved because I'd like to focus more on some work, some side projects that I have going on instead of a lot of chores and the day-to-day stuff around here. So they're going to help me out with that. So I interviewed her, I talked to her today, but she's got to have her sister, her older sister, come and check me out, come to the house, make sure everything's copacetic, make sure I'm not a raving axe murderer or anything, run background checks and all that. So we'll see how it goes. Finally, I got a bunch of trips lined up. I want to go and see some places and get some cool drone footage. I'm going to try to really incorporate that into the content I'm going to be doing in the future. So I'm going to try to travel at least to one new place every month, and we got something coming up next weekend, I believe. My personal assistant will be accompanying me because they got to help with all the videography and holding the cameras and doing all that stuff. And it's always cool to have an adventure partner when you're out and about and running around. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going next weekend, and Angel's very concerned about this, but it's only going to be basically 2 days, 1 night, so we'll see how that works out. So that's basically it. That's the channel update. I'm going to try to start doing some new things, incorporating some new methodologies to what I do. Hopefully the weather will clear up and I can get out and start doing some more photography and taking more drone aerial footage. In the meantime, I was finally able to get Vanguard 1 up into the air this morning, and I went out back up to Valencia to film some of the bridges and some of the damage that was done. So that's what this footage is. Check it out right here. Dumaguete. We made it. No one was killed. There's a lot of property damage, but it could always have been worse. This is Ned over at My Philippine Dreams. See you next time.